Hey everybody, Moo here. Of course, Dark Fairy or Evil Fairy Maleficent, whatever you want to call her, is up next. 5 to 4 in the coin booster are enabled as always, so we can gauge her coin earning potential at SL3. And really, in her case in particular, that statement is somewhat misleading because she has infinite potential even at SL3. So as I mentioned at the end of the video, the only real drawback to her ability at SL3 is that you need 25 Tsum, as you can see on screen, to charge up that initial skill. Now, if you're really unlucky, not getting a lot of Tsum, that might take you up to 15 seconds to get going, but you get 5 seconds of special Maleficent time once you do. And because she does everything that Maleficent Dragon does, you know, whenever you make a chain, it explodes surrounding Tsum Tsum and bubbles. So that means you don't have to manually tap bubbles. If you have time bubbles or anything else on screen, just by making chains around them, you will clear them and gain their benefit as well. But what makes this Maleficent even more efficient, I didn't think they would release something better than Maleficent Dragon, because that Tsum Tsum is already really strong. But Dark Fairy Maleficent, when you enable her ability, she also removes one type of Tsum Tsum off screen for that 5-second duration, which means if you're using the 5 to 4, you're only going to have 3 type of Tsum Tsum on screen. So yes, 25 Tsum charge up is really, really high and the biggest drawback to the SL3 variant of this Tsum Tsum. But if you are using the 5 to 4, which you should be for this Tsum Tsum, you will only have 3 type of Tsum on screen. And as far as I know, she never removes herself. So for 5 seconds, you're only going to get 3 type of Tsum. You can make long chains, short chains, whatever strategy you like with Maleficent. And presumably, you should still be able to loop from one skill into the next, just because with only 3 type of Tsum Tsum on screen, you should be getting quite a few of her, even if your luck is not that good or if you're in a pretty bad game. So that is why this type of Tsum Tsum has limitless potential, because if you are going for the 4 chain, 3 to 4 chain, sometimes 5 if they're on the side of the screen, you're presumably going for the time bubble strategy. And if you are really good with the original Maleficent or the Maleficent Dragon, you know that you can get 40-minute games, an hour-long games, at which point your base coin is going to be ridiculous. Your score is going to be over 100 million. And again, this Tsum Tsum has no average. The average is basically your own personal average based on your skill and how good you are at extracting full value from the Maleficent ability. So as far as my gameplay goes, I don't know. It's probably garbage compared to some of you that can go for an hour or whatever. I just want to show you the skill. Just want to make a few comments on the gameplay and how incredible this Tsum Tsum is. Probably going to be a top 3 because presumably she would take over Maleficent's Dragon current position in the top 10 list because of power creep. I honestly did not think the dragon was going to get power creeped, but here we are. Anyways, really, really powerful Tsum Tsum. Definitely going to get much better and easier to loop at SL6. But if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, leave it all in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so much for your likes, your subs, and your viewership. I'll see you guys next time. All right, here we go. Evil Maleficent, Dark Maleficent, whatever you want to call her. She's really good at SL3 as well. It just takes a lot of Tsum to charge her up, so a little luck is involved to get some really nice games, but it is entirely possible. We're going to go for the longer chain types in this, because at SL3 it does take quite a bit to charge her up. So I'm hoping by going for longer chains I can cycle through the screens a little bit faster. But we'll find out. Don't get rid of the Tigger! Come on! Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping. To be able to like chain her ability. by trying to get as many of her Mitsum during the special time. This is going to be way easier at SL6, but... I had to sacrifice that large head just so I can get back into fever time. It was either popping that bubble and getting back into fever time, or trying to save the head and not getting back into fever time. So there's like really no alternative there. No! Fuck, dude. $3,500 base coin. You can do so much better with Maleficent than this. It all depends on how many time bubbles you're able to get with her. 404 Mitsum cleared. How quick you can go, how efficient you are with fever time re-entries, all that good stuff. But I think I'm just going to leave it at this, because this is really one of those Tsum Tsum where the more you put into it, the more it's going to give back to you. So even at SL3, if you get a really good game with her, you can probably get like 10,000 base coin or something, right? Even though it takes a lot of Mitsum to charge up the ability, but if you just continuously chain and clear the screen over and over and over again, you're going to be able to make up for that detriment, that little, you know, that minus to being an SL3 Tsum Tsum. It's probably going to get a little bit better at SL6, but really the Tsum Tsum won't change overall. So if you're fast enough and you get lucky enough with the Mitsum coming on screen, especially because she does reduce it to only 3 type, and it seems like she never takes herself away from the game, which means you're always going to get Mitsum spawning on screen. So really, if you're fast enough, you can get some really good games with Maleficent at any SL level. But you will need to kind of gamble on the 5-4 and the coin booster, because otherwise it's going to be a lot harder to play when you consider how many Mitsum it takes to charge up that ability. Let's see if it says in her skill description, 25. So you need 25 and it lasts 5 seconds. Might as well unlock that ability there. But the 25 should only be an issue in the first 10-15 seconds of the game when you're trying to initiate the ability the first time. And then if you're fast enough and you're lucky enough, you can definitely get one of those games where you can just continuously loop from one skill into the next, in which case the skill level won't matter anymore. Anyways, that's enough rambling on Maleficent. Super good, probably the best type of Maleficent in the game. I don't think they would make a better version of Maleficent Dragon, but here it is. Anyways, enjoy. If you have any questions, leave them below as mentioned in the intro, and I'll see you guys later.